Please respond. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the problem, which is a combination of steering motion as well as pitching motion. Okay, just let us go through this problem. The turbine rotor of a ship has a mass of 3500 kg. It has radius of gyration 0.45 meter and a speed of 3000 rpm clockwise when looking from the stern, that is backside. Determine the gyroscopic couple and its effect upon the ship in the following two cases they are given. Case 1, when the ship is steering to the left on a curve of 100-meter radius at a speed of 36 km per hour. You are supposed to find gyroscopic effect for the case 1 and gyroscopic couple also. Second case, when the ship is pitching in a simple harmonic motion. Pitching means the ship moves up and down with respect to the horizontal plane. You can see the motion in the vertical plane here. Okay, with a maximum velocity. The period of pitching is 40 seconds and total angular displacement between two extreme positions of the pitching is 12 degrees. Means with respect to horizontal plane, the ship moves upwards by 6 degrees. Similarly, it moves 6 degrees downward by 6 degrees. The total angle of the motion is 12 degrees, up and down together. Okay. So let us start the problem. Okay, always start with the given data. So write the given data. Please open your book and calculators, dear students, all of you. Open your book and calculators. Solve with me parallelly. First, whenever you are solving a problem, write the given data first. What they have given? Mass of the ship. M is equals to 3500 kg. Radius of gyration K, whose value is 0.45 meter. Speed of the rotor N is equals to 3000 rpm. So it is rotating in clockwise motion. 3000 rpm rotates clockwise. When looking from the stern, determine the gyroscopic effect in the following two cases. Let me solve for the case 1. So this is the given data. I am writing case 1. Case 1 is when the ship is steering, means the type of motion is here steering motion. So steering motion taking left turn. Left turn at radius of r is equals to 100 meter with the velocity v is equals to 36 kilometer per hour. Okay. So for gyroscopic couple, what is the formula? Can anyone give the answer? What is the formula for the gyroscopic couple? C is equals to
I into omega s omega p.
right, I into omega s into omega p. Now try to find I is the moment of inertia of the angle for moment of inertia of the disc. Omega s is the angular velocity in spin axis and omega p is the angular velocity in precession axis. Now try to find I value. I is equals to m into k square. Mass is 3500. K is 0.45 square. Give me the answer for this one. The students, give me the answer. Please, first. Which comes under
708.75.
Right, kg meter square. That is the I value we got. And try to find angular velocity in spin axis omega s. That is 2 pi n by 60. 2 into pi into what is the speed? 3000 by 60. What is the answer you are getting?
314.15 radian per second.
Right. 314.2. I'm making out of radian per second. Omega is we got. And one more thing we are supposed to find. angular velocity of the precision. How to find omega p? That is given by the equation v by r.
Yeah.
What is the velocity? Velocity is 36 km per hour. Can you convert this velocity in meters per second? I'm writing here velocity I'm getting 36 km per hour. Convert this into meters per second. What is the answer if you convert into meter per second? You are getting into 5 by 18. Multiply with 5 by 18. You are getting the answer 10 meter per second. Now this comes as velocity is 10 meter per second and radius is 100 meter. What is the answer we are getting? 0.1 radians per second. Okay. Next, try to find the couple equation here. C is equals to I omega S omega P. What is I value we got from earlier calculations? What is I we got?
708.75.
75. Omega S is 314.2.
15.
And okay, let it be 314.2 round off I have done. And omega P is pressure velocity 0.1.
0.1.
Right. What is the answer?
22.26 kN.
Right. 22.26 kilonewton into meter. This is the couple we are getting. So what is the effect you can write here? Gyroscopic effect here. What is the effect? How to solve for the effect? So this is ship is taking left turn and it is rotating clockwise rotor. They have not mentioned anything. They are assuming it is a clockwise rotor. Okay. Just informed that ship takes left turn at radius of 100 meters. So they have not mentioned whether it is clockwise rotor or anti-clockwise rotor. I am considering one case. I am taking the clockwise rotor. Gyroscopic effect you are supposed to find for the clockwise rotor, and the ship is taking the left turn. How to solve this one? Clockwise rotor means how this will move. So always try to draw this is the spin vector. So taking left turn, what is the left turn here? Now I am seeing from the back side of the ship. This is the direction I am seeing, back side of the ship. Okay. So taking left turn means from this with respect, when I am seeing from this end, what is my left turn? Above or down I am getting? When I am seeing from this end, what is my left side? Left turn always comes above. This is the left turn. So when the ship takes left turn, where you will get the precision vector? Precision vector always comes in the above direction only, y-axis. Sorry, I have not drawn properly. I will erase and draw again. Introductions. Eraser. Okay. Right. This is my precision vector I am getting here. This shows my precision vector omega s. Sorry, omega p. Now where I am getting the active couple and where I am getting the reactive couple. Rotate the spin vector by an angle 90 degrees. You are getting active couple in the z axis other than x and y. So this is the portion where I am getting the active couple, z axis. This is x axis, this is y axis, and this is the z axis where I am getting the, I am writing AC, which gives the active couple. AC gives the term active couple. So where the reactive couple has to come? Reactive couple come always exactly opposite to the active couple. So this is the direction where I am getting the reactive couple. Now give the direction rotation. So the spin vector is moving in the arrow mark which I am showing. It has to move in this direction means it has to rotate in clockwise. This is the clockwise motion. Now the precision vector has to move upwards. Means it has to rotate in clockwise. This is the direction which gives the clockwise motion. Now the active couple has to move in in the z-axis, the direction I have mentioned. Means this is my clockwise. Now reaction couple has to move opposite to active couple. How I have to rotate opposite to the active couple? Active couple is moving in this direction, then reaction couple moves exactly opposite to the active couple. So if I see this is my left side and this is my right side, active couple is moving from left side to right side. Whereas the active couple has to move, it has to move from right side to the left side. So for this, just I want to show one shift diagram, a simple shift I want to show. So this is when I'm seeing from the back end, it is moving in this direction. Sorry, it is moving in this direction forward. So front end of the portion we call it as the bow. Rear end of the ship we call it as the stern. I'm seeing from the back side. Okay, how active couple is moving from left side to the right side. Means I'm showing active couple like this. Now what active couple is doing here? Active couple tries to dip the bow and lift the stern. But to maintain equilibrium, reactive couple comes into the picture here. So so this is the active couple. Or how reactive couple is moving from? Reactive couple moves from starts at the right side and end at the left side. So I'm showing like this. Reactive couple starts from the right side and end in the left side. This is the reactive couple. So due to this arrow, what it is trying to do? It tries to dip and it tries to lift. What is the answer we are getting here? Please answer. What is the effect we are getting here? Gyroscopic effect for case 1. Gyroscopic effect here we are getting as so every time don't mug up the answers. You can solve like this, how I have done here. So now let us find the gyroscopic effect. What is the answer you can write? You have to write answer always for the reaction couple. Reaction couple is acting in this arrow mark I am showing. Means it tries to dip the stern and lift the bow. This is for case 1. Now let us go for the case 2. What is case 2 we are having? I would like to show the problem again. See the case 2. The case 2 is ship is pitching in a simple harmonic motion and the bow is falling. So last problem yesterday we have solved. The bow is rising. When the bow is rising, what is the gyroscopic effect we are getting? Ship moves towards the right side. That is, ship moves towards the starboard. Now, opposite to that case, we are doing now this problem. Here the ship is pitching with maximum velocity, having time period 40 seconds, and the total angular displacement between the two extreme positions of pitching is 12 degrees. Just I would like to show this diagram. Yeah, are you able to see this diagram? This is the pitching motion. So the total angle I have shown one here. I have shown 1 and 2 positions. This is the position with the blue line shows your baseline or horizontal line. With respect to the reference line or horizontal line, the ship is pitching upwards by an angle theta. You can see here. With respect to case 1, this is the case 1. The ship is pitching. Case 2 is pitching upwards. Case 2 is pitching downwards. This is the total angle, theta plus theta. Together they have given. This total motion is called as the pitching motion. This total angle is 2 theta. Okay? That is called 2 theta. The total 2 theta is the amplitude we need to find out. Now let me go for the problem here. Just I want to show that diagram. You can see here. When the ship is pitching in simple harmonic motion, the bow is falling down with maximum velocity. The period of pitching is 40 seconds. The time taken for pitching is 40 seconds. It is taking time to move downwards. Similarly, to move upwards, it is taking 40 more seconds. And the total angular displacement between the two extreme positions here is given. With respect to the horizontal line, moving upward is the extreme position. Similarly, with respect to horizontal line, moving downward is one more extreme position. So the total, it has to move from upward to downward. The total displacement is the, how much they have given? 12 degrees. Theta is given as, you can take it as 2 theta I can take. So what is the angular displacement they have given? 2 theta. Two theta is 12 degrees. From this, what is theta? It will come 6 degrees. If it is upward position is 6 degrees, similarly it has to move downward position 6 degrees. Okay. Now try to find the gyroscopic couple here. So just we will give one statement. Since the angular displacement between the two extreme positions is 12 degrees. 12 degrees is the angular displacement between the two extreme positions is 12 degrees, which is equals to 2 theta. So from this we are getting theta equals to 6 degrees. Convert that into radians. How you can convert degrees into radians? Multiply with 5 by 180. What is the answer we are getting here? Can anyone answer? 6 into 5 by 180. Dear students? Hello? Hello? Dear students, are you able to hear me? Hello?
0.10.
Yes, sir.
Right, 0.105. 0.105 radians we are getting. So this I am calling it as the amplitude of the shape. This is the motion we are observing, that is called as the amplitude. So for what is the gyroscopic couple formula here again? For any motion, the formula is given as omega s into omega p. Moment of inertia is always common. Whether in steering motion or in pitching motion, it won't change. What is the moment of inertia we got? Earlier we have solved. I is equals to m into k square. That I am getting the answer as 708.75 kg meter square. So this is the I value I am getting. Omega s, angular velocity in spin axis. Is it changing omega s? What is omega s we are getting? Earlier we have solved. Steering motion.
314.15.
314.2. Right. 314.2 radians per second. And last we are getting it as omega p. So when you are having steering motion, omega p, we have written it as the v by r. Now for pitching motion, omega p is no more p by r. I am writing for the maximum angular velocity along the precision motion. What is the formula for the maximum angular velocity along the precision motion? That is given as amplitude of the ship a multiplied by the omega naught. What is omega naught? Omega naught is the angular velocity in simple harmonic motion. I am solving here. Omega naught is the angular velocity in simple harmonic motion. Just in simple harmonic motion. What is the formula for angular velocity in simple harmonic motion? Omega naught t, omega naught, that is given as 2 pi by time period. Tp is the time period. Omega naught formula is 2 pi by Tp. Tp is the time period. What is the time period they have given in this case 2? Can anyone answer? Time period is given as
40 seconds.
40 seconds. Right. Now 2 pi by 40. What is the answer we are getting? 2 pi by 40. That comes as 0.157 radians per second. Okay. Now what is the amplitude here I am getting? 0.105. Theta is equal to 6 into 180. which is equal to 0.105 radians. That is the amplitude of the motion. So my A is equal to 0.105 into omega naught. That is 0.157. What is the answer I am getting here? Combination of these two. Product of these two.
0.016.
Right, 0.0165 units is radians per second. Now let us solve for the couple equation here. So couple is given as again in steering motion C is equal to I into omega S into omega T. What is I value I am getting? Now solve I is equal to 708.75 and omega S is 314.2 radians per second and omega P we got it as 0.0165. What is the answer we are getting on solving this total?
3.6 kilonewton meter.
Right. 3.6 kilonewton meter. It is product, it is not by. Okay. Kilonewton into meter. This is the couple we are getting. So with this we will wind up this problem. And what is the effect here? Gyroscopic effect. So here ship pitches downwards. When the ship pitches downwards, gyroscopic effect is ship turns towards port side. That is left side. That is the answer. When the ship pitches downwards, ship turns towards the port side. How to solve this one? Again, when the ship is pitching down. So this is the spin vector. So here couple we are getting in the y-axis and relation is coming in the z-axis. Omega P, omega S. This is active couple and this is the reactive couple. Okay. So from this we can get the answer. Ship turns towards the port side. Again indicate. So this shows your active couple. Ship is moving downwards. That's why I am writing active couple downwards. This is my reactive couple. Now give the notations. Clockwise motion. For this, this is the clockwise motion. For reaction couple, this is the clockwise motion. For active couple, this is the motion. So if I see this is my left side and right side, what is the answer we are getting? Reaction couple. Ship turns left side means ship is starting from the left side. That's why ship turns towards the left side. Whereas if you go for the ship pitches upwards, in that case, ship turns towards the right side. Okay, that is the answer we need to write. So with this, I will wind up the gyroscopic effect of the ship. Still, anyone having any doubts up to now? I am going for the next case, gyroscopic effect of the aeroplanes. If anyone having any doubts, please ask me. If you don't know doubts, I am going for the next topic. Okay. So no one is answering. Now you can see this is the gyroscopic effect on aeroplane. Yesterday we have discussed. What is the gyroscopic couple here for aeroplane? Also same. That is given as I into omega S into omega P. So we are discussing all the parameters. Aeroplane are subjected to gyroscopic effect when it is taking off or landing. In aeroplanes, what type of motion you can see? Aeroplane may be takeoff or aeroplane may be landing. In the two cases only we can see the gyroscopic effect. If we see the ship, three types of motions we are seeing. Steering motion, moving forward or backward. Next, pitching motion, moving up and down, and rolling motion, moving towards the sides. Three types of motions we can see in the ship. Whereas in aeroplane we can see only two types of motions, whether it is taking off or it is landing. So under these two conditions, our aim is to find out the gyroscopic effect. So further, let us discuss the parameters we are given here. Let omega is the. Yes,
Sir,
tell me.
third is also there, no, sir? Negotiating
Third?
left or right turn in the air.
That it will come. Just I'm talking only about the taking off or land. When it is taking off, it is taking a left turn or right turn. That second cases will come secondary. Two type of motions I'm showing only. It's the aeroplane, it may take off
Okay.
or it may landing. Got it? When it is taking off, then it comes the cases again. Taking left turn or right turn. Okay. Just I'm talking only about the takeoff or landing cases. Okay. So now let us discuss the negotiating left or right turn in the air. Okay. Let omega is the angular velocity of the engine rotating parts in radians per second. M is the mass of the engine and propeller in kgs. R is the radius of gyration in meters. I is the mass moment of inertia of engine and propeller, whose units are kg meter square. And V is the linear velocity. V is the linear velocity of the aeroplane in meters per second. And capital R is the radius of curvature in meters. And omega p is the angular velocity of pressure in radians per second. Now the gyroscopic couple acting on aeroplane is given as C is equal to I into omega S into omega p. Now we can analyze the gyroscopic couple acting on the aeroplane on various conditions here. You can see, let us analyze the effect of gyroscopic couple acting on the body of the aeroplane for various conditions. We are having total 8 different types of conditions. Let me talk one by one. So case 1, clockwise rotor. Rotor rotates in clockwise motion and taking the left turn. So my position of view is rear end. I am seeing from the back side of the aeroplane. For all the cases, for all the 8 cases, I am seeing from the back side of the aeroplane. So if you are seeing from the front side of the aeroplane, what will happen? The gyroscopic effect is exactly reverse to the which we are seeing from the rear end. Okay. If I see from the rear end, I am getting one gyroscopic effect. If I change the position of view, that exactly opposite to the rear end what I am getting. Okay. Let me discuss the cases. Case 1, clockwise rotor taking left turn. Case 2, clockwise rotor taking right turn. Next, case 3, anti-clockwise rotor taking left turn. And case 4, anti-clockwise rotor taking right turn. So these 4 cases I am viewing from the rear end only. And case 5 again, clockwise rotor, aeroplane takes off. In that case, what is the gyroscopic effect? Again, clockwise rotor, aeroplane is landing. What is the gyroscopic effect? Oh, anti-clockwise rotor, aeroplane is takes off. What is the gyroscopic effect? Next, anti-clockwise rotor, aeroplane is landing. What is the gyroscopic effect? These are 8 cases. Let me explain briefly. Clockwise rotor, 2 conditions are there: taking left turn and right turn. 1 and 2. Similarly, anti-clockwise rotor, 2 conditions: taking left turn and right turn. Now again, clockwise rotor, aeroplane is taking or taking off, or aeroplane is landing. Similarly, for anti-clockwise rotor, aeroplane is taking off or landing. These are the conditions we are having, 8 conditions. Let us solve these conditions one by one. You can see the case 1. Propeller rotates in clockwise. So this is the propeller of the aeroplane. Now this is rotating clockwise. When the propeller is rotating, so just let me explain the components of the aeroplane. The front portion of the aeroplane we call it as the nose, and back portion we call it as the tail. Terminology is there. If you see for the ship, what is the front portion? Front portion we call it as the bow. Back portion we call it as the stern or aft. Like that, similarly, when we go for aeroplane, the front portion we call it as the nose, and back portion we call it as the tail. So direction of view from the rear end. Here, already I have mentioned here, I am seeing from the rear end of the aeroplane. For all the cases, my position of view is rear end. I am seeing from the rear end. What is the rear end here? The tail portion is the rear end. This is my direction of view. And you see the case 1. Propeller rotates in clockwise when see from the rear end, and aeroplane takes left turn. So with respect to my direction of view, what is my left side here? Up or down? Already I will put the arrow mark here. This is my left turn. You can see here, this is my left turn. Let me mention it here. So this is my left turn. Aeroplane is taking left turn like this. So clockwise rotor means how the momentum will come here in forward direction. If you're having clockwise rotor, the momentum vector will always h is the I omega is the momentum vector. How the momentum vector is moving forward. This momentum vector is represented by the spin axis. Same. Both are same. These two. These and this and this both are same. My momentum vector is moving forward. That's why I'm drawing the spin vector is moving forward. This is the back portion I'm seeing. This is the direction of view I'm seeing. Okay. Now taking left turn from here. Left turn is it is moving in this direction. You can see here like this. So where you will get the pression vector? Can anyone answer? Where you will get the pression vector? So when the along the spin axis, when the angular momentum is moving forward direction, this aeroplane is moving forward direction, and it is taking the left turn like this. Means you can see here. This is my spin axis. Sorry, I'm not getting slightly. And it is taking a left turn. Where I am getting the pression vector? Exactly on the y-axis. You can see here. This is the pression vector where I am getting. Okay. This is the spin axis. This is my pression axis. Pression axis is moving upwards. Spin axis moving towards the right. Now rotate the spin vector by an angle of 90 degrees. Then I am getting the active couple. Exactly opposite to the active couple, I am getting the reactive couple. If you see, this is the left side and right side of the arrow couple directions. Okay. This aeroplane taking left turn clockwise rotor. Okay, I'm discussing about the active couple and reactive couple. Spin vector is moving in forward direction along x-axis. Pression vector is moving along y-axis in upward direction. Similarly, active couple, where I'm getting the active couple, when you rotate the spin vector by an angle 90 degrees, I'm getting the active couple. Similarly, for active couple, you are drawing a line which is exactly opposite to the active couple. That gives the reactive couple. Okay. So now you see, this is the left side end, this is the right side end. So how active couple is moving? It is moving from left side to right side. How reactive couple is moving? Opposite to that. It's moving from right side towards the left. See the arrow mark where it is pointing. Arrow mark is pointing towards the left side. That's why I'm saying it starts right side and moving towards the left side. If you see here where arrow mark is pointed in the right direction, it starts from the left side and moving towards the right side. What is the effect we can see? I'll show one more diagram for this one. Now you can see the gyroscopic couple. A blue line I'm showing with the active couple, red line with the reactive couple. We always consider the gyroscopic effect of the reactive couple only. Okay. What active couple is trying to do? Active couple is trying to do, I'm writing here. What is the gyroscopic effect of the active couple? Active couple tries to dip the nose and lift the tail. But to maintain equilibrium, what reaction couple is doing? Exactly opposite to this one. What reaction couple is doing? Dip the tail and lift the nose. Got it? What reactive couple is doing? So this is the gyroscopic effect due to active couple. So to maintain this in equilibrium, we are having the reactive couple, which is shown with the red line here. It is moving from like this. This is the active couple is moving from left side to right side. Where reactive couple is moving, reactive couple starts moving from right end to the left end. In analysis, we always consider the gyroscopic effect due to reactive couple. So see the arrow mark where it is pointing. So when I'm pointing like this means I'm putting load like this. So what is the answer I am getting? You can see the aeroplane direction. It tries to raise the nose, dip the tail. Dip, tail, and lift nose. What reactive couple is doing? It tries to dip the nose. But reactive couple, what it is doing? It tries to lift the nose. Then only it is balanced. Active couple tries to dip the nose, but reactive couple tries to lift the nose. Then only it is going to be balanced. If see, take your pen, try to put load on one, what will happen? It tries to move downward. To maintain equilibrium, what you are going to do? We are going to put one more load exactly opposite to the left hand side. Suppose I want to show like this. I am having a bar like this. Okay. If I am putting load like this, what will happen? It tries to move like this. To maintain equilibrium, what I have to do? I have to put one more load exactly opposite to this one. It tries to move downwards. What I need to do? I try to put one more load exactly in the opposite to this one. Then only this is in equilibrium exactly in the horizontal line I am getting. If I am having a load like this, what will happen? It tries to move downwards. To maintain equilibrium, what I am doing? I am putting one more force exactly opposite to the downward force, so that it is in equilibrium. Now, when I go for the aeroplane, what active couple is doing? It tries to dip the nose. To maintain equilibrium, what I have to do? Reaction couple, what it is doing? It is trying to lift the nose. Similarly, if you go for an active couple, what tail is doing? Tail is lifting. To maintain equilibrium, what reactive couple is doing? It tries to dip the tail, lift and dip. Then only it is in equilibrium. It tries to move in uniform path. Okay, this is the case 1. Let us go for the case 2. Propeller rotates in clockwise direction when seen from the rear end, and aeroplane turns towards the right side. You see the direction here. This is the nose portion, and this is the tail portion. Pointer. This is the nose, this is the tail, this is the direction of my view. I am taking the right turn. So when again it is a clockwise rotor, you can see the directions here. Blue line represents your spin vector. Clockwise motion means it is moving towards the positive x-axis. So where you are getting the pressure vector here, already I told. So when the aeroplane or ship taking left turn, pressure vector is always in upward direction. When it is taking right turn, pressure vector where you are getting, pressure vector is coming along the downward direction. So once you fix these two, then you will get where, then we can know where we will get the active couple, where we are going to get the reactive couple. Okay, from this, rotate the spin vector by an angle 90 degrees. So this is the portion we are getting the active couple. Exactly opposite to the active couple, we are going to draw the reactive couple here. This is my reactive couple. And we will get the gyroscopic effect. I will explain one by one by drawing neatly. Okay. This is my spin axis, omega s. Taking right turn, aeroplane is taking the right turn. I am showing here. This is the right turn. So now downward I am getting the precision vector. Now where I am getting the, this is the y-axis, this is the z-axis. Always active couple comes in the z-axis. So now what I am doing, I am rotating this spin vector by an angle 90 degrees towards the z direction. This gives my z-axis. This angle is 90 degrees. This is spin vector. Give always clockwise motion. It is moving forward. What is the clockwise motion? This is the clockwise motion. Now this is my, I am writing active couple as AC. It is moving in this direction. What is the clockwise motion here? This is the clockwise motion. That's why it will move in this direction. Now where the reactive couple has to come? Exactly opposite to the active couple. This is the portion where I am getting the reactive couple. So it has to move in this direction means I have to do the arrow mark like this. This is my left side and right side. So now if you see active gyroscopic couple, I am denoting with the blue line. Reactive couple I am moving, giving with the red line. So how the reactive couple is moving from left side to the, this is the left side and this is the right side. How active couple is moving? It moves from right side to and pointing towards the left side. What is the effect we are getting here? Can anyone answer? In the diagram you can see. What is the gyroscopic effect? It tries to dip the nose and lift the tail. I'm writing here effect. See the arrow mark. It is moving in this direction. Means I'm putting load like this. When I'm putting load like this means it tries to dip the nose and lift tail. This is for the gyroscopic effect due to reaction couple. Okay. If you see the reaction due to active couple, what it will happen is exactly opposite to this one. What active couple is doing here? You can see what active couple is doing. It tries to dip the tail. It tries to dip the tail. I'm writing for active couple here, effect here. For active couple, the effect is dip the tail and tries to lift the nose. Exactly opposite has to be happen in the active reactive gyroscopic couple. If see in case of tail, what is happening? Tail is dipping. To maintain equilibrium, tail has to lift. You can see here. This is the gyroscopic effect due to reaction couple. So what is happening here? Tail is lifting. In active couple, what is happening? Tail is dipping. If there is no reaction couple, what will happen? Tail always dips, and it is going to get collapsed. To maintain equilibrium, opposite action has to be happen. So for active couple, the gyroscopic effect tries to dip the tail. Whereas for reaction couple, opposite to this one, dip the tail has to be get lifted. If you see the nose, in active couple, what is the position of the nose? Nose is trying to lift. To maintain equilibrium, what reaction couple is trying to do? It tries to dip the nose so that it remains in the uniform position. Always consider the gyroscopic effect due to the reaction couple. This is the answer you need to write. Dip the nose and lift the tail. So in aeroplane, I have completed the two cases: clockwise rotor taking left turn, clockwise rotor taking right turn. Two cases I am mentioning here. Case 1, case 2. In case 1, what is the answer I am getting? Gyroscopic effect I am getting. Dip the nose. Sorry, reaction couple I have to consider. What I am getting answer? Dip the tail and lift the nose. For this I am getting the answer is dip tail, lift nose. For second case, exactly what I am getting? Opposite to this one. What is the tail is happening here? Tail is lift the tail and dip the nose. This is the case 1, clockwise rotor taking left turn. This is a gyroscopic effect. For left turn, dip the tail, lift the nose. For right turn, exactly opposite to the left turn we are getting. For right turn, I am getting opposite to left turn. For left turn, the tail is dipping. For right turn, the tail is lifting. Nose is lifting. Here, the nose is dipping. Exactly opposite to this one. This is the, I will wind up to here. Next, you can join the RV+SR class. Okay. Still, anyone having any doubts? You feel free to ask me, or go to my YouTube videos. You can. I am uploading the same videos in the YouTube also. You can refer there if you have any doubts. Okay.
Sir, link it sir YouTube.
Link already నేను WhatsApp లో పెట్టినా కదా మీకు.
Okay, sir.
Already I have shared in the WhatsApp. Go through your WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just type my name. You will get M. Prasad. DOM lecture classes. You can type. You are coming all the classes from beginning. I uploaded all the videos what I have done so far.